I thought we were going to have a good season this season. I thought we would be competitive. I knew we would win a decent amount of games. I wasn't expecting us to be undefeated through 22 games. We've won 18. We've drawn 4. Our goal differential is plus 38. And as expected, when we beat Gostivar 2-1, thanks to goals by Volkovsky and Blazevsky, we clinched the league. And then we beat Voska Sport 1-0 thanks to a Darko Misevsky penalty in the 60th minute. Today, it's going to be TEDx at home in the Cup semifinal second leg. We have a 2-0 advantage there, and we're going to play Orid. Well, I take that back. Depending on when the final is, we may just skip a bunch of games and come back to the final and then do a season review. So let's get this game out of the way, and then we will figure out what we're going to do next. I also did an inordinate amount of hunt and seek, and I fixed, knock on wood, at least I believe I fixed the issue with the screens popping up in between the highlights. If they were a little bit less obtrusive, I would have kept them. And somehow it is not working. And Deglovsky with the goal, or Stoyanov with the goal rather, over Deglovsky. But something happened. He was offsides. Miskovsky hits it. Oh yeah, he's well offsides. Nice save by Angelikov. What? I literally, I had this fixed last night. I know I had it fixed last night. Blazevsky sends corner in, knocked away. Zaglev's going to run it down. He drives forward, cuts right, passes it up to Domovsky. He sends it to Misevsky, takes the shot, blows it past my keeper, and they get a goal back. Nice shot by Misevsky. I think my keeper was reacting before he even kicked the ball. Volkovsky got injured. I did fix the tactics issue. I fixed that. And it's halftime. Despite 8 shots, 3 on target, and XG of .97, with 1 block shot, 4 half chances, no clear-cut chances, we are down 1-0. Sikarsky, Stoyanov, next to Sikarsky, Blazevsky, centers it to Piev, all the way back to Kasevsky. Kasevsky bombs it forward. No one in a Vardar uniform near there. Muslimi. He route ones it. Glisic heads it down. Nikolov. Out to Sikarsky. Back to Nikolov. He's dispossessed. No, he gets it back. Blazevsky crosses it over. Talko can't get to it. Stratorsky's there for TEDx. Zaglev. Stratorsky. Up to Domovsky. And Kasevsky, a very nice save. You know, we're going to make a couple substitutions here. We're going to get Seki on for Stoyanov. We brought Misevsky off, too. He was not having the best game. Zaglev takes the shot, and they equalize. Son of a gun. If this is the first game we lose, I'm going to be a bit upset. Oh, he should have had that. Tedx on the throw-in. Jovanovski crosses it in. Misevsky's there, and he heads over the crossbar. We're going to go to extra time. We're going to go to penalty kicks because we're both even with 2 away goals. Sikorsky sends it in off the post. Kasevsky up the field to no one. Miskovsky. Ritseki. Back to Miskovsky. Piev, Glisic. Miskovsky. Andonovsky. Piev. Cross to Nikolev. Centers it. Sikarsky. Top corner of the box. Andovsky takes the shot off the crossbar. Extra time kickoff. Nikolov is gassed. Can't make any more substitutes? I don't get an extra sub? What the hell? Glisic from the penalty. Off the post. Holy cow. Well, this is not what we wanted. Kev. And he puts it away nicely. Zaglev scores for Tedx. Glissick scores for us. Oh. Stokorski's shot was blocked by Krasevsky. Nikolaev. This is the one I'm really worried about because he's got the lowest penalty kick. Yep. Muslimi. And he scores. Sikarsky. What the hell was that, Sikarsky? Sikarsky's like my best penalty kick taker, too. Okay, we need Krasevsky to step up. He stepped up once. Can you do it a second time? It's not going to tell me what his penalty kick taking is. Oh, he did it. Oh, what was that? Now, oh, geez, all my guys now are like 5 and below. Grozdanowski scores. Krasevsky didn't even block it with his hands. He just stuck his foot up and bounced it and deflected it that way. Oh, when he hit the crossbar. Holy cow, do we ever escape with a victory? Jeez. Okay. Holy cannolis, as my son would say. I think I know what I did with regards to the match engine. Or with regards to the match screens. Get through this real quick. And we should find out who we're playing in the final and when here shortly. We're playing Skandija. So, we've already clinched the league. I think what we're going to do is just skip all the rest of the games in between. It'll give me the opportunity to fix the match tactics screen and so on and so forth. We'll come back. We'll have the final. We'll do an end-of-season review, and we'll look forward to next season and what's going on there. So back with that in just a bit. Admittedly, some of these games we've won the last 4 weeks have been by the skin of our teeth. We beat Orid 1-0 thanks to a Masevsky penalty kick in the 79th minute. We beat Veleshta in the 81st minute thanks to a Piev penalty kick. We drew up Kadino thanks to a Sikarsky goal in the 88th minute to claw the drawback. We got very lucky with that goal. I thought we were going to lose that game. We got ourselves right against Besa. We beat them 3-0. Piev a goal, Ananovsky a goal, Masevsky a goal. We're playing Skendija in the cup final today, and we've got some injury issues. Darko Glissick is scheduled to come back tomorrow. He's just coming off full rehabilitation, and he's nowhere near match fit. Mike Sikarsky broke his arm. He's playing with cast. And so, as a result, 2 of my better defenders are out. So we got Krasevsky in goal, Sikarsky, Stoyanov, Miskovsky, and Stefanovsky as the defensive back 4. Masevsky as the defensive midfielder. Nikolov and Piev as the attack midfielders. Volovsky and Blazevsky as the advanced midfielders. And Grozdanowski up top as the strikers. Okay. They're playing a 5-2-1-2. This could be interesting. Krivek, Tramadani, Nafiu, Petrovic, Guri, Ramadani, Petkov out on the left. Gets it back to Petrovic. Petkov crosses it in. Ramadani's there. Are they going to say he's fouled? Stoyanov pushed Ramadani. Guri, and he totally outfakes Kasevsky, who went left, to his left rather, and the ball went to his right. Solid kick by the Skandija player. Todoprowski. Yeah, we're playing in our home stadium. But we're the visiting team. Or at least we have the visiting uniforms. Markoski gets the ball to Guri. Guri to Petrovic. Nafiu. Doriev to Guri. Up into space. Too far for Ramadani. Kasevsky gets the ball to Moskovsky. Over to Stoyanov. Back to Kasevsky. Zoom in a little bit here. There we go. Cake up to Nafiu, but it's headed down. Nikolaev picks it up, gets it out to Blazevsky. He feeds Grozdanovsky, who hits the crossbar. Oh, but he was offsides. They're saying Velkovsky's at 60% already? Jeez. And Guri scores. Watch this be the one game we lose this season. We've still got a league game after this, too. We'll get Masovsky off and bring on Bejar. Vasevsky, Miskovsky, Stoyanov, up to Nikolov. Long pass. Gajufi can't get a header on it. Dita to Petrovic. To Guri. Petkov. Oh, loses the ball. Nikolaev. Feeds Grozdanovsky. And we get one back just before the half. His 8th goal of the season. Petkov gave the ball away. Vasevsky headed it down to Nikolov. Nice through ball to Grozdanovsky. Split the defenders just as neat as you please. Let me check something out instructions-wise here. I forgot to change those after the last game. So it is 2-1 Skandija. 6 shots, 5 on target for them. 3 shots, 2 on target for us. Let's get ourselves right, guys. Kasevsky sends it forward. Krivek brings it up for Skandija. Gets the ball to Markovsky over to Doriev. Doriev to Ramadani. Guri. Oh, was he even on sides? He has all 3 goals this match. Let me watch this. This is some Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon stuff right here. We're going to get Volovsky off and bring in Iceni. This was the wrong time for my guys to fall apart. Piev from distance. Zarkov, a nice save. Iceni. Back to Ritseki. Up to Iceni. Back to Ritseki. Long pass towards Grozdanovsky. Misplayed. Doriev ends up with the ball. Feeds Guri. Misevsky dispossesses him. Stefanovsky. Miskovsky. Piev. Dispossessed, but get the ball back. Gajufi. Beats Stefanovsky. Grozdanovsky. In a crowd. Back to Stefanovsky. Gajufi. Piev. Sends it in. Iceni's there, but he can't get a head on it. Rsetski's going to run that down. Crosses in again. Gajufi's there, and we get one back. It is 91 minutes of a 93-minute game. Can we get it back? That was very nice. Nice far post cross by Ritseki. We'll skip that. No, too little, too late. And Scandija wins the cup. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Guri had an outstanding game. Hat tricks worth of goals. Do the press conference here real quick. So what I usually do the last game of the season, what I would normally do the last game of the season, is play my youngsters. However, we still have an opportunity to go undefeated in the league. So, game's coming up in 4 days. I'm going to play my best available 11, and we're going to see if we can't beat Silex and go out on a high note. So we're going to be back with a recap of that match and then a recap of the season in just a bit. Well, we absolutely dominated Silex. 12 shots, 6 on target. They had no shots, none on target, because of course they had no shots. Everybody had a pretty solid game. Glitzik on a 6-9, and Stoyanov on a 6-9. He came in as a sub for the 2 lowest. So we end the season undefeated in league play. The 2 games you can say we lost. We lost the cup final, and technically, I don't know why they're counting this as a loss. Technically, it should be a win. So, because we won on penalties, even though they clawed the drawback with the 2 away goals. So, yeah, we lost the one final match. That's mildly annoying. Let me save this here real quick because I forgot to do that after the game was over. And somehow, even though they lost, the teams below them did worse, so they avoided relegation. 26-point victory. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute. We complete an Invincible season. Now, the offseason is definitely going to be interesting. I don't know what changes are coming with regards to money or anything like that. There's still rumors of a club takeover that have not gone away. Those have been persistent throughout the year, at least since about 3 months after I took over. Take a look at the players here in just a second. Let me see. We probably need to go there now before they leave for the season. End of season review. The board should be really happy with me. They should. Why am I B-? Why am I not an A? So the home attendance is just absolutely gutting. The fact we've got a 36,000 seat stadium and we can't come anywhere close to filling it. I don't know why. Our biggest win was the 6-1 against Karabi. The match, remember, was the 5-1 against Gostivar. The goal of the season was Piev's goal in the 54th minute. And yet somehow I'm not seeing it. Was this the one? They're saying it was from midfield. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Yeah, Nikolov, Glisic, Masevsky, Piev, top of the box, just powers it in upper left corner. We had more than a few goals that were goal worthy. Finance-wise, we could be doing better. We're in the red, but that's simply because we got no competition prize money. Our retail was on the low side. I'm hoping next season it will pick up. So if we go back, we rotated the team a fair amount. That was pretty much our starting 11. Player of the season was Dejan Blazevsky. The young player of the season was David Volkovsky. Mike Sikarsky was the signing of the season. He came in at defensive left back, really helped us out there. Goal of the season was Piev. Dejan Blazevsky, top goal scorer with 14. He also had 11 assists. He also had 8 players of the match. Piev completed 88 passes per minute. Record breakers, Blazevsky broke the record for goals, broke the records for assists. Most goals by player in the match was Makovsky with 3. 3 goals in the league match. Gasevsky had 18 shutouts. He had some really nice saves. And then worst discipline, Adosky had 6 yellow cards. Youngest players, Milan Vodic, 16 years, 107 days, and he had a nice season as well. So we finished the league 26 points ahead of our closest competition. Club vision expectations: sign player on the age of 23. We're within payroll budget. Grow the club's reputation. Avoid relegation. That is what we're going to try and do next season. Because, okay, I hate the team meeting stuff. We have a ton of talented young prospects. I'm going to just request a summary, which is good because I can tell you right now, everybody over the age of 30, with the exception of Gosevsky, I'm going to be moving on, if only because their contracts expire at the end of the, let me check something out here real quick. Do we have a contract view? Yeah. There's going to be quite a few players. Blazevsky's going to leave. Makovsky's going to leave. Piev's going to leave. Stoikovsky's going to leave. Stoyanov is going to leave. Pitovsky's going to leave. Glisick will probably move. Well, maybe not. We got Skakarski. We'll see. But, a lot of players who are surplus to requirements, and then a lot of the players who just don't have the ability to succeed here, we're going to try and move on as well. Vadim Vildan Karam, if his contract expires, I thought I had a contract thing over here. Yeah, if his contract expires, we'll let him go. I think I can do a decent job in the free agent market of replacing them with like-for-like players. The other thing I'm wanting to do is get some of these youngsters first-team playing time. Jordan Vaj, Devin Ivanov, Darko Stavkovsky. Iceni had a solid season in limited starts. Matter of fact, let's go up here. If we go by appearances, Gosevsky led us. He had 1 assist. Glisick had 31 appearances, 4 goals, 3 assists, 2 players of the match. Stoyanov, 29 starts, 1 goal, 1 assist. Masevsky, 7 goals, 4 assists. Blazevsky was our all-arounder, but at 36 years old, he's really fallen way off. 14, 11, and 8. Piev had 6, 9, and 4. Nikolov had 7, 6, and 1. Miskovsky had 9, 0, and 2 in 24 starts. Grozowski had 8 goals in 23 games, plus he was injured, plus I'm just not all that impressed with him. And I'm tempted just to move him on and start Vardar as a 17-year-old, unless I can find someone on the free market who's a little better. We had some players who got a decent amount of playing time, some youngsters who got a decent amount of first-team playing time. Aaron Pertalko, 10 starts, 8 off the bench, 2 assists, and did improve in more than a few areas. Ivan Masevsky, 7 starts, 1 off the bench. Let me check this out here real quick. If we go here, Vardar, 5 starts, 1 off the bench, 5 goals, and a player of the match. That's the limited appearances, but he also absolutely dominated in the non-league. Where is it? See the stats. There we go. He had 32 goals and 23 appearances in the non-league, and he's really improved in a lot of areas. This stuff here is just still, it's FM being FM. It's more pronounced, this version of FM, than any other version I've played. Granted, I haven't played a lot, but it's definitely more pronounced. So, but yeah, we're looking at probably losing half the club and replacing them with youngsters, and it's going to be tough next season. Let me see if I can start a coaching course. The arrange club friendly. Do we know when the season starts? Not yet. We're in the second league West. We need to check the rules out for the first league here. So if the goal is we're working our way towards the top of the league and getting Euro spots. Once we get Euro spots, we can get money in. I don't think we have a chance of getting there this season. There's too many strong teams in front of us. And we're just not going to have the greatest squad. I mean, we might get lucky and come close, but I really doubt it. Let's see here. Sponsorship income. We've got next to no sponsorship income, if I recall. Hopefully, we might get some when we go up. But when does the season start? Does it say? Start date August 8th. And it is now May. So we got June and July. Have an aggressive off-season of friendlies. Get the guys up to speed. Get my Continental Pro. And this is when we really start improving the club. And it's not going to be big leaps. It's going to be incremental improvements. Stuff like this, where due to technological advances, the club facilities no longer rank where they are. I'm going to request improved training facilities, but I don't know that we have the money for it. So, and because I'm also restricted to signing North Macedonian players, I got a lot of players to scout. I'm playing with a full database. It's 430-something thousand players. So there's a lot of North Macedonian players here. Could be a lot of trials next season, too. So I didn't see anything about a budget. I don't remember seeing anything about a budget. Do you guys remember seeing anything about a budget? Let's go check here real quick. Club's present financial situation, which is not unexpected. Oh, okay. We did get a notification. So we got a decent amount of money to spend on payroll. So if I can find a quality player who's willing to come here and have to pay a little bit for him, I can. Let me check something out here real quick. I may be able to buy a player too. We're going to set this at 18,000 right here. That gives us a 450,000 pound transfer budget. I'm going to save the game. Hopefully something happens with ownership this offseason as well. I'd like to get that sorted out too. I don't know, at least in looking at the League One rules, I didn't see anything with regards to prize money. The transfer window opens the 10th. Okay, well, we definitely have our work cut out for us. It was a really good season this season. I don't expect it to happen again anytime in the near future. The other thing I did want to point out was our under 18s absolutely dominated as well. They did just as good as we were. So we have a lot of potential there. It's a matter of, can we develop it and use it to keep us up as we improve the team. This is going to be a long-term thing. I would probably bet 5 to 7 years before we're challenging for top of the league. Well, not top of the league, but challenging to go beyond what we initially enter in European football. So a lot of it's going to be developing younger players, keeping them here, and if not keeping them here, selling them on for good money so we can replace them. So, you know, the Macedonian talent pool it's not that deep. It's not that big, but there's some quality players out there. There's definitely some good players from Macedonia playing around the world. It's just a matter of, more likely than not, we're going to have to either find them and poach them from other squads in Macedonia or develop them in-house. And that's going to be a long process. 5 to 7 years before maybe 3 to 5 years before they really start contributing. So the next season's squad is going to look vastly different than this season's squad. But whether that's a good or a bad thing, we're certainly going to find out. So we fell short in the cup, but we had an invincible season in the league, and I'm pretty happy with that. So if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. Any suggestions on what you think I need to do with regards to the transfer window, let me know that as well. And I thank you for watching.